Hi guys! Welcome to Book Squad episode 3. If you're not familiar with how these Book Squad episodes work, the gist of it is I will pick a scenario at random out of this hat, and then I will have 5 minutes to pick 4 book characters to help me accomplish said scenario or just accompany me on said scenario. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay. Alright, this scenario is from my friends Agnessi and Shauna, and it is solving climate change crisis. Okay, let me get 5 minutes on the clock. 5 minutes and go. Oh, I should have looked at my bookshelves before now. Okay, solving the climate change crisis. No biggie. Sorry, I'm probably going to be looking at my bookshelves a lot, so if I'm looking over here, that's what I'm doing. Okay, first pick is Albus Dumbledore, because he seems very wise. He's got magic. He's been around for a while, so he's got some experience under his belt. That's okay. Albus Dumbledore is my first pick. Solving climate change. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna go with Sydney Sage from the Bloodline series by Rochelle Mead. Another super intelligent person. She's also been through some things that have opened her eyes to what's out there and perspectives other than her own, and I think learning from your experiences and others and what you've been through and what they've been through it is an important experience. I think I'm using the word experience a lot. Okay, that's 2 people, Albus Dumbledore and Sydney Sage. How much time do I have? I have 3 minutes left. Okay, not bad. Wow. And yes, and Shauna, this is pretty hardcore. Okay, almost 2.5 minutes. Who else would I pick? You can't see this, but she's sitting on a chair right next to me. Who would you pick? Okay, I am going to go with Tyrion Lannister because he drinks and he knows things. I haven't read the books, but I have watched all of the Game of Thrones TV series, and for most of the show, he's been incredibly wise, intelligent. He gives great advice. He does know things. He knows how politics works, and I think that would be just navigating political climate, pun not intended, would be important. Unfortunately, I feel like the politics of it all kind of, right now at least, go hand in hand with really making an effect on climate change. So I think Tyrion would be able to theoretically help with all of those things. Okay, 1.5 minutes. Okay, Dumbledore, Sydney Sage, and Tyrion Lannister. One more person. One more. I also just reorganized my bookshelf, so a lot of the books are not in their place. Like, there's not much to look at over there. I'm gonna go with climate change. Dang it. I feel like I'm missing like a lot of really, really great people that would have a hand in climate change. A lot of great characters, but I can't think of any. 40 seconds. I'm really sweating this question here. 15 seconds. Any takers? No? Okay. I'm just gonna go with Professor McGonagall. Because she's strict and she'd be able to keep everyone on task when things go awry. Whew. No biggie. Climate change. I think those 4 characters would do great in attempting to solve the climate change crisis. Okay, so to recap, thank you again to Shauna and Agnessi for this scenario, solving the climate change crisis. My first character that I picked was Albus Dumbledore from the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. He's been around for a long time. I can't remember how old he is, but he's experienced things, he's seen things, he's got magical abilities. That's kind of all I got for Albus Dumbledore. Second character is Sydney Sage, who also... No, I won't say that. That's a spoiler. Sydney Sage is from Rochelle Mead's Bloodline series, which is the spin-off to the Vampire Academy series. She was a side character in the Vampire Academy series, and then she's the main character in the Bloodline series. She's incredibly smart. She's high school age, so she's a young adult. She's the only young adult I picked, come to think of it. She would be able to add a new perspective from a different generation standpoint to the climate change crisis, and she's very diplomatic. I think she'd work well with all of these people. Third character was Tyrion Lannister from the Game of Thrones series. I haven't read the book series. I've read a book and a half, I think, but I didn't finish it, and I did watch all of the Game of Thrones TV series, so that's kind of what I'm drawing from when I say Tyrion Lannister. And I'm also drawing from, like, maybe the first 6 or 7 seasons. Season 8, not quite counted. But I think he's intelligent, he's politically savvy, he's resourceful, so I think he'd be able to help navigate the politics of the different countries and governments involved in affecting climate change in the right direction. And he'd probably throw in a joke or two every now and then just to try to keep the atmosphere not heated. Again, pun not intended. And then the fourth person I picked was Professor McGonagall from the Harry Potter series. She's intelligent, but she's also strict, and I feel like she and Sydney would work great in that sense together because they'd allow breaks in the conversation and everything. But like, especially with Tyrion, I feel like he'd go off track every now and then, and I feel like McGonagall and Sydney would be able to like bring the conversation back to discussing the topic at hand, which is solving the climate change crisis. And so we have 2 hardcore magical users in the group. We have kind of like a diplomat, is what I'm calling Tyrion, and then a young adult providing a different generational perspective. Yeah. That was a hard question. So tell me, if you were charged with solving the climate change crisis, what 4 book characters would you choose to help you tackle that problem? Let me know down in the comments section. And if you'd like to add your own scenario to the mix, just let me know down in the comments and I'll add them to my little hat here, and I'll give you a shout out when or if your scenario is chosen. And that's all for Book Squad episode 3. Thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and if this type of bookish fun is your jam, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you missed last month's Book Squad episode, fear not, you can find that right here. Until next time, bye! Inui, hey, come on. Oh, you monkey. Also, feel free to share them down below in the comment section.